How we doing, YouTube? Raw Life back with another LUFENIA clear. This time the Gladio lost chapter around the fire. As you can see, they immediately do a little brave gain, defensive stance, and makes everybody hit for ones. But that won't be a problem with the delay from Seifer and then the LD from Bartz breaking them. You gotta make sure you bring something to deal with these guys' brave gains. They do them 3 times, I think, and make you hit for ones, and it's no fun unless you bring Cloud of Darkness. Before we get into the team comp and everything, I wanted to let everybody know streams on Twitch Monday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am joined every week by Type Zoey and Blart DFFOO. So come check us out on twitch.tv/raw_life, or just search Twitch for Raw Life. I'll also put it down in the description below. But we're having a lot of fun. Come join us, hang out, do some clears, talk about the game, and just have a good time. Anyway, I got to get back into this before we just blow these guys out of the water, but kind of brought a little overpowered team here. I think Seifer is potentially the best unit other than Garland for this stage. This was my first clear, and so I didn't know how I was going to deal with the recast. So I brought Warrior of Light just in case. Turned out, as you'll see, probably didn't even need Warrior of Light because with the Sephiroth friend, we go the delay them to Oblivion route. This fight really just wants you to push their turns out as far as possible. The orb is a little different, though. The orb is a delay plus elemental weakness damage orb. And they're not naturally weak to any element, so they're really trying to get you to bring save in here so you can delay and hit weakness damage at once. But we kind of got around that with Kurasame Call, Fusion Call on Bartz later, and the fact that Seifer S1 is actually wind element. So fight wasn't that tough for the squad I brought. As you see, the friend Sephiroth BT effect is going to keep these guys getting broken over and over. And then you combine that with Seifer AoE delaying on each of his turns, and it looks good. As you can see, at 79%, they lost the orb, and then right at 69%, they do their brave gain again. Luckily, we had Sephiroth BT on the field and just dealt with that real quickly. And Seifer just keeps breaking them, delaying them further, or breaking them in order, just kind of pushing their turns out as far as possible so we don't have to deal with the recast. This recast is a big bummer. You don't want to face tank it unless you're sure you can handle it. Almost halfway done here already. Haven't finished with the Sephiroth friend, but I'm going to be bursting here with Bartz because I don't want to end the fight without his burst phase effect even ending. So kind of taking a look at their HP and realizing that I'm going to need to burst with Bartz soon, but not quite yet. We also still have the summon, the brothers' new summon delays as well, so we like that. Reapply that or Hyoro buff or debuff, and then Warrior of Light comes back out on the field. Like I said, didn't really need Warrior of Light here. Probably could have done a more fun team with someone else in that third slot. It was just my first clear. Didn't know if I was going to be able to no-turn them or few-turn them. But all's well that ends well. Here comes their final defensive upgrade they do. Unfortunately, right before his burst finisher came out, but That's all right. As you can see, we're getting them down to, they're at 35% each, but the recast on B is already ready. So we do not want B to move if possible. So we pop the brothers. That pushes their turns out a little bit more. Then we start LD spamming. Seifer damage here, by the way, just really, really good. I stopped to check the turn count. You never know with these turn counts. So I had to be careful. We're well within the turn count still. Trying to do a little bit of damage direction to B and get him dead first because he does have his recast up. We don't like that. Boom. Little AA from Warrior of Light so that he would refresh, so B would refresh his Brave. Bartz BT has just been so good. Not just in this fight, but just in general for me. I've been really, really liking Bartz. BT effect. We use that fusion call. The idea being that Warrior of Light would also hit for weakness. It doesn't really matter because he doesn't delay. But these guys are almost dead anyway. So, and if you're watching this and haven't done this fight yet, keep in mind that you do have to do delay and the elemental weakness at the same time. So it has to be one attack that delays and hits elemental weakness. So your elemental enchanters are big here. A little bit of extra damage from the second Jack call and getting B to refresh their Brave. So getting to the end here. Teamwork's great. I'm really enjoying Seifer. Still enjoying Bartz a lot. Warrior of Light is broken for what he does, but we just didn't really need it this time. Including Seifer's EX debuff, which is great. It lowers their Brave attacks to 1 for 1 turn. So all worked out. Great fun. Come see us on Twitch, the Lifestream, every Monday, 8:30 p.m. Thanks for checking me out.